Alright, hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. When last we left off, we really hit quite a bit of dead ends here. Fang's off the grid now because his stuff has been taken. We're really not sure, like, we don't have enough scrap to really fix things up or do a lot of stuff. So we're really just trying to tie up a couple loose ends. We don't have enough ship mines fragments. But I'm hoping actually that because we got some prospective things in this cycle here, I have to deal with Ethan the bozo over here, and the merchant freighter just came in, so let's see what they got. So let's see. Oh, good. Buy ship mine fragments. That sounds perfect, doesn't it? Oh gosh, I could haggle over prices if I had anything in engage. And that would lower the ship mine price. Oh god, but that's 60 credits. I'm gonna have to deal with this bozo first and then figure out what I could do with my money. Alright. The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still in the same stool in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. I kind of want to just leave, but I know that's not going to help. This is ridiculous. You go to turn, but Ethan calls out, "Sleeper!" He turns to look at you. "Time to pay up again, is it?" He gestures to the bartender. "Come here. Take their chits." I'm going to stay silent. The bartender ignores Ethan. It seems they've cut him off. "Hey!" He slams a hand down on the bar. "Come take the chits!" The bartender ignores him. Ethan lets out a huge sigh, rubbing his eyes with his palms. He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing on the ground between you. Both you and the bartender look at the gun, stare at it. "Butterfingers," says Ethan and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun back. "If you would." Whoa, like, what a shitty bounty hunter. Either he's so convinced that I'm not going to, like, take him out, or, like, does he feel like he's that in control? That's ridiculous. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Do I point it at him, or do I hand him the gun? Oh, I'm gonna point it at him. I don't like this guy. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little, a sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. "Oh," he turns on the stool. "Oh, sleeper," he stands. "This is more like it." Do I kill him? Do I pull the trigger? Oh my god. I don't know if the like, I've got a witness. The bartender's on my side. Or I don't know if he's on my side, right? I'm gonna wait. You hold the gun steady, training it on his head. Ethan smiles. "Like the dog that caught the car." He turns to the bartender and mock whispers, "I'm not sure they know what to do with it." I'm gonna pull the trigger. You don't wait. You pull the trigger. The gun clicks. Fuck! By now, all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. "Oh, well," he says, and grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. Fuck. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. The hit a glancing blow that makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. "Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in." Ethan taps at the slate. "No more playing." Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink. "S&ARP just screwed me," he grins maniacally. "They canceled the contract." He stands up. "They canceled the contract!" He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. Shit, 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 shit. When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Oh shit. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. "I'll kill all of you!" he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away toward the door. "I'll be back for that!" He shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. No, bad. God. I mean, like, definitely Deus Ex Machina there saved me with them canceling the contract, but shit, like, that was, not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's see here. There's so much I have to do for this one. I'm gonna see how many cycles. Well, I still have all my money. This is important. So let's go ahead and buy a ship mine fragment. I think I need 3. So I need 30 more cryo. What about the shipyard here? I was going for welder stuff here, right? Cryo engineer, because then that means I possibly get junk. So let's go for this. See if we can finish this one up. Okay, welder's mate, 12 cryo. Okay, no junk. Come on, give me junk. I need junk. Okay, well, we finished that. That's good. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gather outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number, printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work team, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with the supervisor where you are praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. "Hey, sleeper, wait up!" Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. "Lem? Good to see you, friend." He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. "You made the work team. Good for you." He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. "Shh, baby, give me a second here." He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. "Is Mina okay?" "She's good. She just had to rush up here." He puts his hand on her shoulder, and she clings to his side. "Esther, who usually takes her, is sick." He stretches. "I don't know what..." A noise sound from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back toward the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. "That's my number. Mina." He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around. "Go. I'll watch her." He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. Thank you, I'll..." He crouches to Mina. "Are you going to stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe, and..." He stands back up. "Here, take her bag." He shoves it into your hands. "She's got food, she's got..." "Shit, I gotta go." He backs away into the crowd. "Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good." And then Lem disappears into the roiling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed stare you can't quite read. "Hey, Mina." She holds the stare, unmoving, the 2 parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. I'm gonna stay silent. Mina glances at her feet, then shuffles them a little. And look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand-sewn. And take the rabbit. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. What's their name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This isn't going well. I'm gonna shake the rabbit. Mina jumps a little, startled. Scaring the poor kid. She glares at you. I'm gonna give her the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun Bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Not real. Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. Now, before long, you were talking about rabbits, and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eye's heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as both of you are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he struggles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. We managed. Mina glances carefully at you, hiding a smile that is slowly growing. Well, 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 looks like Meanie can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves, and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spaces as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Aww. Aww. So, let's see. Help Lem work. Where is that one? Let's see here. Offices. Empty container. Where are you? Toggle tracking. Toggle tracking. Where is Lem? I'm assuming it must be here. No? Okay. I've been promoted to assembly line. Look at how many dots are on that cycle. Or on that clock. Jeez. Okay. I don't see Lem anywhere, so let's go back to fixing the ambergris. Because I'm hoping, now that I've got the extra money here, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a ship mine fragment. Alright. And then let's go here. Ort Fabricator. Build ourselves a ship mine. Okay, one ship mine core X. What is X? I don't know what X means. I don't see X anywhere. Okay. Alright. Ambergris. Deliver a ship mine. You drop the huge cylinder into the mess room table, and Kita can't hide her excitement. You drop the ship mine core into the galley table with an empathic bang, and Kita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a ship mine? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit, this might actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where did you get it? I built it. Built it? Well, you are full of surprises. And Kita bangs on the gallery wall. Hear that, Amber? The sleeper got you a new ship mind. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit being a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the ship mind back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. The thieves? Exactly. Well, the thief, singular. She points at a name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Kutcher. I'm sorry, Ashton Cade. I couldn't help myself. Ashton Cady. Ashton Cady. We'll go with that. It was his past that it was used to access Amber and slice the ship mind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his past stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle. Founder's Gap? That's the big rift in the station. You can't cross it without the Founder's Ferry. She leans back in her seat. I know some of the crew over at the ferry. Old Mercs used to run in an outfit that I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifests and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to ground. She flexes. He won't get far enough. There's no real docks out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes. Okay, so you're going after him? Not yet. First I want to fit the ship mind. She pauses. But maybe you could help me out. Sure, how? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you? Ashton doesn't know you. All I need for you to do is go over there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not at the stacks. He'll have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him. Ping me on this. She hands you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this is Merc work, I'll be happy to give you Merc pay. She shifts in her seat. The thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up. 200 cryo, nothing less. Well, that's good. I'm glad I don't have to pay as much to get across there. What do you say? She meets your eye. Okay. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good. I owe you. She lifts the ship mind up on her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm going to go get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. Then once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. And Kita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the ship mind, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending of what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Oh boy. Drives after drives after drives. Alright, first things first. Let's see. We should upgrade something. I'm thinking, do we want to upgrade Endure? Do we want to upgrade Engage? Chance to gain energy after any engage action. Let's see here. Sunbathe action might be really nice. I think let's go ahead and fix our hole here. Give ourselves a 0 in Endure so we're not always negative there. Okay. Alright, and we got a 1 left. Do I want to try... Well, I've got 11 cryo. I need a little bit more to actually eat, which I definitely need to eat. So let's go ahead and sell off some... Let's sell off a little bit of... Oh, I don't want to sell off 5 yet again. That's too much. Let's go to... Actually, what if I do this? If I go here, will it let me sell this off? No, I have to have 5 Haven Age to do that. Actually, what am I talking about? Can I get something... Wow. I can get yet again data there. Can I use my 1 on either of the Haven Age things? I guess there's only 1 Haven Age thing. Oh, there's 2. Nope, can't use a 1 there. So I guess yet again data it is. Alright. Let's go and use the 1. Bypass. And we got 5 cryo from it. Straight up. Okay. Is that enough to eat? Might be enough to eat. Looks like it. 15. Alright. Got some crazy energy from that. Can I've got 1 piece of scrap. How much scrap do I need? I need 4 pieces of scrap. So I'm just going to hold on to the scrap until I've got enough to really make a dent in that. Let's end this cycle. And then I think we're going to travel across the gap. Alright. Anything else that's popping up? This hole. Empty container. Oh, the scrap freighter's here. Don't have enough cryo, but this could work. Yeah, I don't have... Actually, what am I talking about? I can't cross the gap. I don't have any cryo. I need 100 cryo to cross the gap. Damn it. Oh. What's happening with Sabine? 4 cycles, Sabine said, and here you are, right on time, with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Let's check the terminal. You check and double-check the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing, just the pale glow, the silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it into an empty corridor. You close it again. You try to settle down and wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? A knock at the door. Let's open it. Fuck! Why did I think to open... Sabine would have a key to get in. What am I doing? Damn it, a loyal yet again lieutenant. What am I doing? A figure stands in the door and immediately you know it is not Sabine. They are taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton, hangs loosely from their hand. Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. I'm trying to think, that's not a good voice for Rabia? What, may I ask, are you doing here? Yeah, we'll go with that. Waiting for a friend. Of course. A mutual friend of ours. It's a good doctor. Yeah, we'll make her French. Why not? When in doubt, go French. Of course, a mutual friend of ours. It's a good doctor. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours. She picks a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who puts them where they are. She glances at you. And I suppose you are here to help? Something like that? Good, good. She puts the glass down and turns to face you. I love to meet helpers. We need so many, but can find so few with the right skills. She spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they are in a little trouble now. But it is the kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are. The help. It's the kind of trouble that you need help for. So she escaped, and she's identified me as the person who helped her. Damn it. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help, a sleeper, no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners. She pauses. As an arm. Fucking bitch. I should hold judgment. I don't know this lady. But I guess it would make sense why she had that haunting look at us at the beginning, because she had guilt. It was guilt that we saw in her eyes. Or in their eyes. Yes. I think Sabine is a they. Okay. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabaya looks away, waiting for a response. Stay silent. She crosses into the next room and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark. Then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see SNARP, letterheads, and code forms, reports laden with the medical data marked with the corporate logo like a sigil of some cult. Rabaya steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be in there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SNARP employee, why did they help you? Rabaya reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light, its viscous clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will of course keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment you have the urge to crush this object, for the power it has over you. I'll ask Proshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rabaya closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. Rabaya turns on her way out. There is no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently in the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. I was trying to go for, she definitely looks like she's got Middle Eastern garb on, but I, for the life of me, cannot do a Middle Eastern accent. Not do it well, and not do it without sounding completely awful, and so French it is. Alright, 1 upgrade point. Sweet. We're just moving on up. Sunbathed dice action allows energy recovery at home. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great. Okay, so if I do... Okay. If I go home... Here we are. What do I need? Okay. So I can use a 1, and it's not going to do anything negative. It would just give me 1 energy. What would a 1 get me? 50% neutral. Yeah, that's not going to be good. But it means that I don't have to pay for food if I don't want to. And I also got stabilizer that I can use, and I can self-repair. But I don't want to do that. So let's see here. A couple of cycles I have to wait before that happens. Yet again, dispensary. Oh, it's 20 chits, 20 cryo cheaper. Lem and Mina's unit. Oh. Okay, Lem can't work shifts at this shipyard unless someone watches Mina. You two seem to get along last time and Lem is desperate. Unless Lem gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the side-wheeled crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him that chance. So we potentially could get a ticket out by helping. But that doesn't help me right now. Sorry, Lem. Caster's table? Oh, right, that's the fence. Well, I kind of want to do that just because I've got quite a bit of Yatagan data. So let's see what I get from that. Oh, I get stabilizer. Shit, that's good news. That's really good news. Okay. Cool, cool. I thought it was going to be money, but, you know, that stabilizer is really good too. Haven Age offices. I can sell data. Empty containers where I live. My containers where I live. If I work the bar shift, I get cryo. If I go over here, I just work on the distillery. But as an engineer, I have the potential to get scrap components. It's just that right now I really could use some money. That's the problem. So Ord Exchange. I've got into it. I could use this and gain 19 cryo, which I can use to eat. This is good. So let's go here. running short on the money right now. Okay. Do we have anything we can hack into sleeper-wise? It's really just the same old stuff, huh? Get Haven Age data. Alright. So... This is risky. The problem is it doesn't get me money. And I need money. So I guess kind of working toward the side roll hole, I get money and potentially could get some scrap. So this is dangerous though. But it's either going to be positive or neutral, so we're not going to... I don't think... I'm trying to remember if danger means that neutral gets us something bad too. Let's just try it. Okay, neutral outcome, side roll horizon, 15 cryo. Okay, so nothing bad. Alright, we got ones. Now if I do... Not the compressor club. What can I do with a 1 that would actually help? This is risky, so that's not going to help me. Engineer here brings it up to 2, but it's the same result, unfortunately. 50% chance it's negative, which would lower my energy. Scrap freighter. Don't want to do that, even though I could get 15 cryo from that. What can I do with 1s? I guess I could just get more data. Or fabricator. Let's see here. Yeah, right. Like, this is going to be good for me. 50%. Hey, hand and gun box. Hey, I know that. You feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says take me to Timbre, and this is the only timbre you can find. Timbre's tea house. Okay. Gun box. Start action. Question unknown. As you go to leave the Timbre tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper, Feng hisses from behind you. Where'd you get the poncho? How'd you find me? The penguin. Penguin? What are you... He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean... He mimes throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but... He cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Feng guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Timbre's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvaged tank or container, then lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Haven Age types. They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Heh. Not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone's ear. He grins. Doesn't bother me much, though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Why are you so calm? You know any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then waves the idea away. Hold that thought. Let's order first. Feng is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. So, you ran into Hardin. Was he pissed? Feng doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin would approve of his meteocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Haven Age was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. He sighs. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. Um, a gear roll. Neat. Feng taps the table to order the same. And you? She begins, looking to Feng. But when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. You work here? Feng waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Wave. Feng doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointed at Feng, and only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Feng stretches in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in. This is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the Eye, those are the people we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end, and well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes in close proximity. It'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait. I have an idea. What? Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With the two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting into? Well, Feng has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Minji Express? So you already know him. Perfect. Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough, we'll have the place covered. Feng, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Are we? Yes! You think Hardin is happy to have you wandering around the place? He might have let you wander off for now, but I'm sure he has his eye on you. This is on you too. Feng slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head up to Minji Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we called this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe, Feng adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Oh, God, Feng, what are you getting me into? Okay, well, it's safe. A 50% chance to get a neutral thing, though. Wait, this is manufacturing. I need this one. This one's risky. Dang it. But I get cryo. But, again, don't want to use my ones there. Let's see. Ah, this is what I need. Insta Karma. Reroll all of your dice once per cycle. I wonder if that works after you've spent some dice. Like, if I could just reroll the 2 ones, you know? That'd be interesting. Rabia's office, waiting on that one. Caster's tables. I'm not going to win those. If I work for Lem, it's safe. I guess I would just get energy taken away, probably. Let's try this. Lem can't work shifts in the shipyard unless someone watches Mina. Okay, good. Let's see if I get it. Okay, 2 positives. Alright, we'll work towards that one. And ultimately, let's see, we've got... Yeah, we got everything off this one. We need money so that we can get... Hey, I've got 20 cryo. Let's plug it in. Okay, random scrap item. Oh, and I got a ship mine fragment. Fuck yes. Hang on, do I really need a ship mine right now? I'm wondering, should I sell that ship mine fragment and maybe get some more money to buy more scrap? I've got 2 stabilizer. Like, we're flush with stabilizer. We just don't have the other things we need. Alright, Haven Age offices. I want to know how much I get. Sophisticated tech are rare. They'll pay ship mine fragments if they can that they can dismantle and reuse. Come on, give us lots of money. Lots of money. Come on. Okay, 30. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, so what about this thing? Let's put it back into this. Okay, random scrap item. Good, we got 2 scrap items. So if we get a 3rd one, we can work on this apartment. I'm thinking, honestly, I probably am going to... Should I use the stabilizer so I get the extra die? It feels like a waste, but having that extra die is really nice. That's the thing, is if I do this one, then put a scrap component, I should be getting back just a little bit, right? Whereas the stabilizer is going to give me a lot more, right? 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 I'm going to go with the stabilizer. I want as many dice as possible. Body repaired, condition stabilized. Let's go ahead and end this cycle. Alright, got a 6, 2 3s, and 2 2s. Well, I think at least we can make those 2s work over here with taking care of Lemon Mina. And, God, where do I want to put the 6? Well, we'll figure that out in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode and want to see more of what's coming on the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos, like this video so it shows up in the YouTube algorithms. And as always, folks, I will see you in the next game.